When he moved to Los Angeles in 1923, he built a scale locomotive in his studio. And then he decided, have you ever seen one of those 1/16th railroads that you sit on top of and you ride? He built one of those in his backyard at home. The tracks were so long that he had to put the tracks through his wife's garden.
Oh, wow.
He was so afraid that his wife and 2 daughters would take the train away because he put the tracks through the garden. He made him sign a written contract that he could keep the train if he put the tracks through the garden. Now, question. Do you guys understand how important railroads were to Walt? Anyone know who the first guest ever to ride on Walt Disney's railroad was? I'm going to get you. Ladies and gentlemen, early 1950s, they're building Disneyland. Walt receives a letter from a young mother on the East Coast. She has a young son passing away of leukemia. In the letter, the mother says her son has 2 wishes. He wants to meet a movie star and he wants to ride on Walt Disney's railroad. Ladies and gentlemen, the day they picked up the first locomotive at Disneyland, the park was not complete, but they had a large crane picking up the locomotive to set it on the track. Walt was sitting beside the track in a Jeep, and a car pulled up after a cross-country drive. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 1950s. There's no I-20 or I-70 or I-90. This is Route 66, 2 lanes all the way across the United States. That young mother had driven her son to Los Angeles. They took the young boy, they put him in the locomotive, and Walt Disney got in the locomotive with him. And they went around the still being built Disneyland with Walt explaining each of the attractions and what they would do. And then he asked the media not to publicize it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you worked for Walt Disney and you had a child up to the age of 12, at Christmas they got a Christmas present. If they were 12 to 18, they got a Christmas card. There were some Christmases that Walt sent out as many as 500 gifts and cards. And his 2 daughters said he never missed a family event. Is that not incredible? Now, you know that Walt loved trees. Guys, you know that most of our trees, our vegetation, are actually in buckets. They can be moved whenever we need them. If you've been to the Hall and over to the Magic Kingdom and seen our Halloween decorations, ladies and gentlemen, our last party is on the 31st. On the 1st, everything at the front of the park, all that Mickey head and all that will be gone. It'll be Christmas decorations overnight. Is that not incredible? In fact, Walt built Disneyland in an orange grove. He loved trees. He would send his cast members out to construction sites around Los Angeles to find full-grown trees to truck back to Disneyland. So he had trees in his park. And one Friday afternoon, he decided to walk out into the orange grove where he was going to build Disneyland. And he took ribbon, and he put ribbon on each of the orange trees that he wanted to keep. And he came back on Monday morning, and all the orange trees were gone. The bulldozer driver was colorblind and didn't see the ribbons. Oops! Yeah! Now, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, hang on, the first order is here. They're here for your protection.
Stay sharp.
Stay sharp.
Rolling with resistance fighters. Affirmative.
Be careful.
Resistance will collapse before
They're
the
armed.
last of the
They have
first
2 of
order.
them.
Let's slow it down.
I've got to slow it down. It messes with their comms sometimes.
Copy that.
See?
Affirmative.
Guys,
Information on the location.
you know how tempting it is sometimes when they go up and they go, there's no order, like the first order?
Command center.
It's tempting to go, take that. It's Chuck E.
There is no order without the first order.
Affirmative. You're supposed to say affirmative.
Eye on you. Don't be alarmed. We are here for your protection. Over here.
Uh-oh.
Come here. Step this way.
Mom, get your camera out. Mom, get your camera.
Here. We'll need to see your identity card.
Princess, do you have your wristband? Wristband.
Rebel spy.
Phasma will hear of this. The resistance will flee. Good.
Well done, Princess.
Fighters for the resistance will be found and brought to justice.
It's not the stormtroopers that scare me. It's the handler. Watch them. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, there are 4 parks. Are you guys still okay with me aggravating? Hey, there are 4 parks at Walt Disney World. Anyone know the smallest of the 4 parks? What do you think?
Right now, Hollywood Studios.
I'm seeing close, Princess, but here's the wild part. It's the Magic Kingdom. And stay with me, let me explain. Ladies and gentlemen, the Magic Kingdom is restricted by the train tracks. Everything has to be inside the train tracks. So one attraction is that's completely outside the tracks, and that's Space Mountain. Part of Splash and part of Pirates because the train goes through it. But they're only about 100 acres. That's how they get restricted. You do know they're putting another roller coaster out by space.
Yeah.
Put the Tron out there. Excellent. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this park is 1.5 times larger than the Magic Kingdom. We're about 154 acres. And how many of you have been on Space Mountain? Space Mountain? Did you guys ever have the whole spiel? Space Mountain, built 1974, completed January 1975, refurbished 2009, goes 28 mile an hour, takes 2 minutes and 30 seconds, has 1 5-story climb, 420 foot drop, slots, fast curves, 2 light tunnels, so does not go upside down. I've been here too long. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this park opened up May 1st, 1989. It was a rainy Monday. I wasn't here for that. And ladies and gentlemen, we're 150 acres. Epcot is 3 times larger because of the 2 lands. Animal Kingdom is actually 5 times larger because of the safari. I'm with you. We don't think of the safari, do we? Think about it. So it's about 500 acres. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 150-acre park. You've seen our parking lot, right? Did you know that our parking lot is 75 acres? Also, did you know you can take all of Disneyland, put it in the parking lot, the Magic Kingdom, and still park 250 cars? Just a useless completely. By the way, here comes the first order again.
All right, let's calm down. Let me see your identification.
Take me away.
Reported to Captain Phasma.
Affirmative.
Move along.
I felt like I almost had to say ditto.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 75-acre parking lot. It's a big parking lot, right? May 1st, 1989, a rainy Monday. Do you know how long it took to fill 75 acres the first day we opened up? 30 minutes! Is that not crazy? It's the most advertising. Remember, we opened up Magic Kingdom, then we opened up Epcot. We did the most advertising we'd ever done. I'm going to say this, those of you who know what I'm talking about. When we opened up Hollywood Studios, yeah, you know where I'm at. I just can't go the other way. I know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, look behind me. Hi, guys. If you look behind me, you'll see right back there's a sign that says Crossroads. And then on top of Crossroads is a tower. On top of the tower is a globe, and on top of the globe is Mickey. You know what's special about that Mickey?
Lightning rod.
He's a lightning rod. We are the lightning capital of the world. How many are from Florida again? Florida, where my Floridians? Back me up on this. Guys, typically if you're here from the middle of May to the middle of September for our regularly scheduled 3 o'clock thunderstorm. No kidding, something sets an alarm. And here's the crazy part, ladies and gentlemen. I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, got married in Boca, ended up in Kansas going back to school after being married for 4 years. We got to Kansas, and in most states they say there's a 40% chance of rain.